Hey everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and here we are, Junk Journal Craft Chat Day, going to be picking a winner of a really cool piece of ephemera. Okay, today's prize is going to be something a little bit unusual. Let me bring it, actually let me zoom into you, it's better this way. It is Frank Hawkins dental records. That's right, this is a little bit unusual. Apparently back in 1927 he came in, and it just shows his register of the different things he had done. Or actually, okay, there's 1920. Yeah, so it started in 1927. It goes on the back too. But this is something a little bit different. It's unusual, something that's not easily found. But I thought that would be a cool piece of ephemera to offer up as the prize for this week's winner. And I'm going to be pulling from last week. Comments in the Junk Journal Craft Chat on Friday. So if you are interested in entering one of these contests, all you do is put a comment down below in, let's say, today's video, and then I will draw from today's comments next Friday. And if you happen to win, all you need to do is email me. Let me know what you won, like the dental record, and give me your name and mailing address, and then if you need to contact me before the Thursday of the following week. So if you won today, you have until Thursday of next week. And there you go. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to put it up here. Just tell me you won the dental record if it comes down to that. Frank Hawkins will be thrilled, I'm sure. And okay, so today we are carrying on with a little bit of housekeeping around the Paper Outpost. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. So you can see the whole thing. Little housekeeping. This is my disaster drawer. I call it my junk journal supply drawer. It's my basic tools, things like that. And I just have random stuff jammed in here. It was beautifully organized at one point last year and not now. So we're just going to whip through here and do a little bit of tidying. And I'm going to also answer some of your crafty questions from YouTube. So let me pull those up. Okay, here it is, comments. And pull up the questions, Pam. Okay. Now let's just see what the first one is. Let's see. Donna Jill Roy says, "Thank you, Pam, for making us videos. How many ideas are in your ideas book? How often do you look at it? How often do you add to it? Do you cross out or check off when you've implemented the idea?" Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so here's probably my original one. And I had it in sections for video ideas, DigiKit ideas, podcast ideas, journal ideas, random, I don't know, I can't even read half my tabs, newsletter tips, things like that. And I do complete some of these, and yes, I do cross them out when I complete them. So there's lots more ideas in here, and like I said, I find it super valuable to capture ideas. And sometimes I write something down and can't quite remember what the idea was. That happens. So give yourself as much detail as you can when you're writing your ideas down, because sometimes you might forget what the idea actually is. That does happen to me. Okay, so let's do a little tidying in here. And I guess I should actually answer questions and tidy at the same time, because I think I can. Let's see. Okay, Linda Sparks asks, this may be a crazy question, but how do you unclog the metal tip of your glue bottle? Okay. If she's talking about my Sugar Bells Icing piping bottle, if this does get clogged in the bottom, I'll take a pin and basically just do this maneuver. It's very simple. It has a small opening. And if it's really bad and really clogged, I'll take it apart and I'll try and clean it out with tweezers or something on the inside. If this gets really gummed up, it doesn't happen that often. But I've heard other people say that you can also put it in hot water to help soften it. But usually you can get it out with the tweezers. It's not that hard. If you're talking about this actual bottle that it comes in, pretty much the same story. I'll poke holes with a pin or take the lid off and try and get the glob from the inside and pull it out. Again, it doesn't happen all that often. Okay, but it happens, I understand. So, okay, I'm gonna do a little cleaning here. Hope your day is going well. And, I had an interesting comment the other day. It was kind of funny. Somebody said, my newsletter should not be called a newsletter because it's not news. It's just me trying to sell stuff. And I thought, okay, well, that's fair that person thinks that. And what I call it a newsletter because it's basically It's junk journal tips from me. I try and put a section of junk journal tips in the beginning. If there's any sales, I like to notify you of those in the newsletter so that you can, take advantage of those. And then under that, I have some sections of things that I do have for sale, like the fundles. And, sometimes people want to know what a fundle is or what a DigiKit is and things like that. So there's sections for that. And then there are my new DigiKits for the month, which are there and displayed for you if you have any interest of those. Those are clickable links. Then I also have, at the very bottom, there's a freebie section where you get a free digital image emailed to you each month. A note from the bookmaker in a couple of different formats so that you can, I use it to explain what a junk journal is and how to use it. What else? There's a page list of ideas to help break a blank page. And then there's also a 7 or 8 page list of things to look for if you are in the world, traversing, trying to find, things for junk journals, which are everywhere. They're ubiquitous. They are. Just to remind yourself that, oh yeah, I can use that in a junk journal, or geez, could this be used in a junk journal? So things like that. So technically, I'm not news reporting like the latest updates on the world of junk journaling, but it's kind of an informational source, updates, things that are happening at the Paper Outpost, and junk journal tips that are new every month, and things like that. So I do try to explain what it is generally. So, but if that's not your thing, all you need to do is unsubscribe. That's it. It's very easy. Nobody's holding you hostage to stay there, and it is free. So if you're not happy with it for any reason, just feel comfortable to unsubscribe. Yeah, there you go. What else can I tell you? I guess there are probably videos or maybe newsletters on how to stay up to date on junk journal trends. And why did I have this? Oh, I was trying to make a wax seal stamp out of a coin. I thought that would be cool. I think I did that on a video. Some worked, some didn't. The sharper the images in your coin, the better. I could probably pull from some foreign coins to get better images. Maybe we'll try that sometime. Okay, so tidying, cleaning. It's better, I found, if there's things that are not layered on top of other things. If I would listen to my own advice, oh my gosh. I think I have the best advice, and I never follow my own advice. I'm like the worst, laziest, messiest crafter that ever walked the earth. Come on, pick this nail file up. Okay. See, now ideally I would empty all this out and then only put back in what I'm using, but see, I forgot I have all this stuff. I totally forgot. What is this? This is like some little tiny little brush tip on the end. It's like a little tiny little Q-tip or something. When you just want to put a dot of something down, apparently I need 3 of them. Do I need 3 of them? I'll just keep them right now. I can't even think about that. Okay, let's answer another question. Your questions are way more fun than me babbling. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got that one. Okay, we got that one. Jennifer S. Walker asks, I do have a question about the skinny ones. Oh, what are they good for? I have a bunch of them and never used them. Oh, I think she's talking about the skinny washi tape. Let me show you what she's talking about, because I have them all organized and I should be able just to swoop in here and pull one out. Oh yeah, look, I can. Okay, come on. Okay, these guys, yeah. And I think you can use those for, like if you want to make a frame around a picture, you can use that. I would recommend running it over a glue stick so it adheres best. You can do it as page trim. You can, accent a whole bunch of things. But I think we need to do a video on different ways to use washi tape, because sometimes if you don't like the plasticky feel that much, you might not use it. And that's where I get stuck. I'm not a big fan of the plasticky feel. But I think I need to get past that and realize it does have possibilities. Oh, here. This is for like separating papers. One of those get your finger wet things. Can't get it open. Well, that's going to be useless. Oh, there we go. You know what? It gives you a little moistness. So if you're like separating papers, or that's kind of handy. Okay, what is Dremel bits? I have been so lazy with my Dremel. I, got the Dremel, and the Dremel pretty much sits in the box. And I know it has so much potential. We need to have Dremel day where Pam actually pulls out the Dremel. These are pokey tools. So this is an awl. This is, I don't know what this is, an ice pick, an awl? What is it? I don't know. And then there's this pokey tool. He's super sharp. Ouch, ouch. Yeah. So a couple of pokey tools are good to have in the junk journal world. Just for, here's 2 lighters. I use the lighters for burning the edges of paper, or like say if you have a string, and if it's a nylon or plastic string, you can just burn the edge and it'll prevent it from fraying. Even anything, it'll help prevent it from fraying. It'll just melt that end a little bit. And all right, so I have some measuring. See, why do I still have this here? This thing doesn't work at all. I should just get rid of it. There we go. The hanging on to things that don't work, that makes no sense. Oh, this pipette, I like this. I used to use this for transferring essential oils into little bottles when I was doing the soap business. But these are handy for whatnot. You'll come up with something for that, I'm sure. I forgot I had it. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, we have like 17,000 nail files. Must have bought a pack of them. Probably that's the only way you can buy them online or something. You have to buy 100. We'll just put that there so we remember we have them. That's kind of nice, especially if you're working with gluey fingers and you want to get the glue out from under your fingernails. It can make short work of that, and we do like that. Here's a seam ripper, always good to have. A protractor. I haven't protracted in a while, honestly. A measuring device, probably got that at a thrift store somewhere. What's it? There's another pokey tool. This is probably an official pokey tool to poke with the best of them. There you go, that's super pokey. What's on this end? Nothing? What is this? I have no idea. Okay, so I guess it's nothing on that end. Oh, this is some weird thing I got, and I thought I had to keep it for some reason. I think there's stuff in here. It came from a thrift store. It's some blade-like thing. See that little? It might be like a wood carver's blade or something. Planing thing. So I guess you stick it in there, and then you do that. Yeah, and there's a screw that anchors it in. So that's the deal with that. See, I totally forgot I had that. So that's another reason why I go through these drawers, to remember what on earth I have. So if I ever need it, it's there. So hopefully I'll remember this for a year, that I have one of these gizmos. I have one of these gizmos too. Apparently it cost me 50 cents. Get one of these, it does that. That's kind of cool. That's a perforator of some sort, or a marker, or I don't know, pizza cutter, you name it. Barbie pizza cutter. Here's a little metal knife. Probably an oil paint. Like yeah, something like that. I don't know. And then there's one of these, in case you need it that size. You got one, okay? There's a Band-Aid in case of emergency in the craft room. And here's one of those sewing threader things. Always good to have. I'll never see it there. I better put it up here. Okay, pokey tools should be with other pokey tools. Where'd the pokey tools go? Oh, they're here. Okay, so put you here. Where's that other pokey tool? There was another pokey tool. Here it is. Okay, all pokey tools align. Oh, here's another nail file. It's this weird stuff, Here we have 2 of these. Do we need 2? Not really. Maybe I could put one in the garage. You look pretty good. Maybe we'll put you in the garage. Okay, yeah. Get rid of some of the clutter. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, these are some kind of weird scissors. I probably don't need these. I'm gonna stick these in the garage. Yeah, I have enough scissors in here. Look at me. I'm paring down as we speak. Oh, it feels much leaner already. Ha ha ha. Haven't made much progress at all, have I? Okay, let's go for another question. Oh. Okay. Okay, C. Louise Mall asks, I had to look through old family photos for those memento death photos. Alas, had none, but did ask family members to look for me. You mentioned dyeing material with coffee. Can you run through the process? I find the easiest way to do it, well, I guess the super easiest way to do it would, you'd take your leftover coffee minus the cream and the sugar, just plain black coffee, and you get a big bowl, you put your material in it, and you dump your extra coffee in there. Now that's going to give you a lightish kind of look. If you want more intensity, it's easiest, I found, using instant coffee and then just putting water in the instant coffee and then bring it up to the dilution or concentration that you want. So I would say do a little experiment and see what you think, like the depth of the color that you get, because it's hard to tell when you just mix it and then you pour it in, and when you pour it in, it's a certain darkness, but then when it dries, the level of darkness changes as well. So sometimes you don't want too much because it can go gritty and not nice. But if you got to get the right balance. It's kind of tricky. I would say try 2 tablespoons in like a big mug of water. And if it's too strong, add a little more water, add a little more water. You can always add more water. And sometimes you'll get gradients of color throughout your material. And I would recommend maybe trying some white cotton muslin bed sheet first to kind of get a feel for the grab. Cotton will grab the color quite well. Here's a little book I use for, I don't want to open it because I've got people's addresses here, but like if somebody gives me an address label on their stuff, I'll cut it out and glue it here. So this was a little project. I think I showed a video on how to do this. This was fun. It's like using up a book, turning it into a little, almost like a Rolodex for storing addresses. And that was a manila file folder on the outside. I like that little guy. Okay, so now there's like a hodgepodge over here. Here we are. We're not bad over here. Maybe I'll put that there. I can see it. Here's my stapler, just a general stapler. And then my Tim's Tiny Attacher. Yeah, love that name. And here's my friend sanding block or sanding sponge. Love this guy. Love, 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 love this guy. Apparently I have 3. I don't need 3 lighters. Let me see who's got the most. You don't have much. Okay, you have the most. We'll put you in the other room. Yeah, let's pare it down, Sally. We're going, oh, got another one of these. Or did I pull that out? I think I pulled it out. Okay, maybe I'll put you here. Okay, what is this? I think this goes to a printer. Doesn't need to go here. I need to have that go somewhere else. What is this? Oh, this is part of a... Oh, this is my hardwired mic. In case this is my mic stuck to my shirt. Wireless mic, which I love. And I lost the fur ball off the top of the end of it. Sonny ran off with it somewhere, and he didn't need it because it didn't come out the other end, but it's somewhere, and apparently I'm never to find it again. That's the thing. When things hit the ground, Sonny goes. He's like, could that be food? And you know, but he couldn't swallow that because he's gotten it many times before. Let me just say that, and he never swallowed it. So, and it's pretty big for him. That, believe it or not, it's only like the size of a cotton puff, but it would be hard for him to swallow. So, yeah, if you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. Life with a dog. Okay, I'm gonna stand here for an hour trying to get this unwound so that I can wind it back up. I know that's what I'm gonna do. Isn't it? Let me ask you another question. Answer one of your great questions here. Okay. In all your purchases and hunts, oh, this is Autumn Jones. In all your purchases and hunts for vintage media, have you ever purchased from Facebook Marketplace? Yes. A few years ago, I listed a bunch of vintage photos and they sold. I am now wondering, since I've been junk journaling, if the person that purchased them was into this as well. Thanks again for your awesome ideas. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace is an awesome resource. It can connect you with people locally as well as anywhere all over the country. So if you're wondering where to find stuff, take a few minutes and poke around on Facebook Marketplace. You might find you're going to find people with stuff. Everybody sells things a little bit differently, and I think I've told you, I go to flea markets, garage sales, consignment shops, antique malls, auctions, eBay, Etsy. I mean, there's so many places to find things, but also Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. They're great places to resource things, especially if you want to buy stuff online. Sometimes you have to go pick stuff up if it's local, and other times not so much. So they'll mail it, or you can work out a mailing fee, something like that. And it's just another possibility for you. So enjoy those in life. Now, how am I going to get this all together? I need a rubber band that's going to break on me anyway. I could use a hairband. Hold on. Okay, I got just a little black hairband, and hopefully that will stay in place. So this should stay here because I need this here. There's a screw to something. Don't know what that is. Probably need it. I think it's to my sewing machine for some reason. I'm going to put it here because I feel like it's an important screw. I left it there for a reason. Oh, here's another nail file. This is a different kind, though. Very handy in the craft room. I'll put you here because you won't fit in that little box with the other nail files. And here's a little tweezery thing. Where should you go? Maybe here. Okay. I'm going to put you here. And... oh, somebody made these for me. They're like old Victorian calling cards, but they put my name on it. That was really sweet. Thank you. Love that. Here's a pile of... I keep all old hard cards, like credit cards, those things that come in the mail to use for modeling paste or paint, things like that. That's very handy. I'll just put a bunch of these over here. Okay, the rest of this is not horrific. Oh, look, another pair of tweezers. Did not know that there's some kind of... Why is this... Oh, these must be... these are little magnets. That's what they are. Huh. What am I doing? Oh, probably for closures, maybe, but they're kind of fat. But maybe could do, I don't know. We'd have to think about what to do with those. Put those in the unknown area. Here's more strange little screws of unknown type. Oh, screws of unknown type. You're in here because you're important, and I don't remember why. Well, you'll be the death of me. Okay, here's these little embossing tools. These are always handy. Sometimes if you want to score things like that, or if you just want to randomly emboss them. Some are pretty sharp. Like, look at that little guy. He's very sharp. So these are good little tools. I think I bought a pack of those at one time. Probably way more than I need. This is very handy. This is a little flour or a cornstarch sack, and that can, if you have a gluey area and you don't want it to be sticky, you can just dust this over it. Very, very handy. These cute little scissors. Aren't they cute? I would never look for them in here. I put them in my scissor thing. Would never look for them in here. Did I emphasize the never? That is so never, I can't tell you. A little baby screwdriver, a little flathead, very handy. And then a little baby Phillips head, very handy in the craft room. Okay, so what is going on here? There's mayhem ensuing. Here's a dauber. I would never look for that in here. This needs to go in the paintbrush drawer, because I would never look for a dauber here. See, that's the thing, is you have to ask, would you ever actually look for it there? Because if you know, you're not going to use it there. Okay, so here's some staples. We have Tim's tiny staples. What is this? That's a flash drive, isn't it? I think so. Huh. And here's a scraper. These scraper things are great. They always come in handy to, I don't know, get glue off stuff, or they're handy. And this is fabric chalk. That's what that is. So if you have to mark something on fabric to cut, handy. Okay, put those there. We'll put the flash drive here. Don't know what to do with that. What's this? I have no idea, but I know it's important. You know what I mean? It's that sinking feeling. Don't get rid of it, Pam. You need that thing for some reason. Oh man, I've got this little collection of things. I don't know what they are. Let me just put them all together. Things of unknown origin. Here we go. Come on. Yep. All right, here's a whole bunch of screws of whatnot. There's all that stuff. Absolutely no idea what it's for. I could probably get rid of all of it. Maybe I'll shove it in the garage. Here's some old screws. Oh, I know what this is from. This is from my chest of drawers here, these wooden drawers. And some of the handles, the screws came out, so I had grand plans. I should screw those back in, yeah. And I think I'll glue screw them in because they came out. Always good to have a couple of these. Probably don't need two. Are they the same size? Yeah. So put one in the garage. Okay. Keep one here as a tool. A couple little washer things. Those are handy. All right. So what are we going to put in here? We definitely... You need to come out. Oh, these need to be wiped out, right? Yeah, totally. Okay. Let me put... I can't... Okay. Get the baby wipe. We're cleaning. We're going deep. Gonna make it better than it ever was. Here we go. Have you got an area that needs to be cleaned? I know I do. It does feel good to clean it, and then you want to go and play in there, because then you can see what you have. Yeah, do this gift for yourself once a year. If I would only follow my own advice. Yeah, I'm like a year and a half now. It's really slow happening this year for some reason. Okay, I have a million of these things, and I know what they are. Okay, so here's the handle that came off. I'm gonna complete that mission and put that back on. These are from a shelf that I have over there to separate. It's like a paper separator, and these are to plug in the holes so that the shelf can sit on it. But I took out most of the shelves because I had so much stuff to jam in there. I couldn't even fit everything. So now I have a million of these things taking up all this space. I'm gonna put them all down at this end. Oh, look at this little thing. That's probably something really important to something, right? Yep. Oh, I'll put you there. I'll never find you in here. And then we have all these guys. Apparently, I'm going to embroider myself into oblivion. I'm going to emery board myself into oblivion. Embroider. What am I talking about? Oops. Oh, come here. Can I get all these in here? Do I need this many? Maybe I should put some in the garage. Okay. Boy, that poor garage is becoming the overflow. But, you know, sometimes you need to do that. Okay, maybe I'll put all these guys here. Okay, so that would be just those there. Now, how about tool-like things? Maybe we'll put tool-like things like these washers, because those are handy for closures and stuff. Oh, can't pick it up. My piece of my Dremel. Oh, I wonder if that has something to do with the Dremel. That thing could have something to do with Dremel. So I'm going to put all these little unknown screwy-like things and the Dremel piece and that unknown piece in here out of fear of getting rid of something that's really important. It's not the best theory, but it's what's going down today. Yeah. Okay, we can all see the flaws in this grand theory. Oh, wait, I have more Dremel things. Here's like little Dremel bits. I should put all Dremel things in one area. Yeah. I don't know if this is Dremel. I think it is, though. I'll just leave it there. Okay, that blows that theory. And then I have the wax melting kit. Have I ever used this? Not sure. Oh, yes, I have, because I can see I did use the lighter to light the wax. Do I need this little whole Kit's key thing, or can I just take this out and put it all in here? I think I'm going to take it out to save space. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go. And you're in. There. And then what else do we have? Oh, we have a few large oddball things. Okay, so these are brayers. This is very clunky and big. I think I'm going to stick that in the garage. It's just too big for the drawer. One brayer is good. I don't need more than one, but this brayer is not the best. I got a lot of glue on it. So I'm going to keep my eye open for another brayer. I think I'm going to... What are you going to do then? Put it there? Okay, that's all right. Not the best spot, but I think we've completed that mission. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so I think it's... Okay, let's move this. There's the completed drawer. Better than it was, right? Not perfect, but better than it was. So feeling good about that. Thanks for hanging out with that. Now we're going to... Hold on. Okay. We are going to have the drawing for the Ray Hawkins dental records. That's right. If you win, go ahead. You got the instructions. Email me your name and address and that you won the dental records by next Thursday. Here we go. Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Did you win? Ah, Sharon Perky won. Congratulations, Sharon Perky. I'm going to put this. Oh, no, wait. That's a different person. It was Frank Hawkins. No, never mind. It's not Ray. This is Ray Hawkins. He just came from the pile. Frank Hawkins is already hanging up. So that's who you won, Frank Hawkins. Okay, good. Okay, so it's Frank Hawkins. Congratulations. Just email me by next Thursday. And come on, little bumpkins. It's your time. It's my time? It's already my time? Was it? Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. Cub pup reporter. A little sleepy. But I'll give you my darndest. Okay, Mom's going to be... Whoa, Mom, what you doing here? Settle down, Mom. Okay. Get me back in there. Okay. My close-up, Mom, my close-up. Okay. So what's going on in your life today? Well, okay, so it was a little cold in the house. I know, right? But it was a little cold, so Mom gave me a little blankie. And then I snuggled in the blankie. And Mom took pictures because I was really cute. And maybe, if you're lucky, Mom will put some on the community tab. So you can see what I look like in my little blankie. Oh, I'm getting a call. Oh. All right. There you go.